new in his test career, 100 against Zimbabwe. Beg your pardon, 100 against England. And that just shows you the class of this player. Already a century under his belt.
Yes, and that too on debut against England. Batted so well, but this is round the wicket angle, and so you don't need a lot of sideways movement, just enough to commit the left-hander.
I think the length as well, Ramesh, we've seen a lot of balls beat the outside edge and they've probably been a foot or 2 feet too short. That one was fuller. He got it just perfect. Ayub could have done nothing. He actually just had to defend that line, and he held his line, and sometimes it's just too good a delivery, took a feather of an edge. And South Africa will be very happy with what's happened after the drinks break.
40 for 2.
का निशाना, पैदावार के साथ इनामात का खजाना, जीते बेशुमार इनामात और उम्रा टिकट के बम्पर प्राइजेस। बोतल पर दिए गए QR कोड स्कैन करें और कुरानदाजी में शामिल हो जाएं।
इस मैजिकल ऑफर को जाने ना दें। अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
Enjoy unlimited free deliveries and order on and on and on with Panda Pro.
Panda. It's a big job to do.
Problem is that you're never in on a surface like this. So if this would have been subcontinent, 17 and 14 would have probably given you 117 and 114. But it demands a lot of effort, a lot of focus, a lot of concentration and discipline. And you got to be lucky also. And suddenly things are working for South Africa, and so you go through a lazy phase and then you can make a comeback also on a surface like this.
Your point is so valid. They would have got to the drinks break thinking we've done a fantastic job. We've got ourselves through the first 14 overs, and then they come on, and just all of a sudden you can sometimes just take your foot off the concentration pedal and get a little bit loose. You got a good one. Ayub's nothing he could have done about it, and there goes down to your point of luck. So sometimes you have to just play and hopefully miss them, and there was nothing he could have done about that. But all of a sudden, after a great start, Pakistan will be back under pressure. But man who's dealt with a few pressure situations in his time, Babar Azam, I feel will be the key.
Yeah, you got to be firm. Whatever you want to do out there as a batsman, you got to be firm, leaving the ball or playing with soft hands. Yeah, this is what triggered a South African comeback, that little huddle. Shan Masood, such a good shot. First ball in the slot, caught, and then he got a beauty. Round the stumps, a little bit of sideways movement, enough to get the outside edge.
Gripping stuff here in this opening encounter. The crowd really getting involved.
Corbin Bosch bowling with some nice speed as well. He's into the mid 140s, and that's good signs for South Africa. Just a little bit concerned. So sometimes on the first morning of a test match, with the surface being new and the grass covering, your front foot can just slip a little bit on at point of delivery. So he's just making sure that he kind of scuffs it up so it's nice and dry and more abrasive to allow the studs to grip.
Really good start from Corbin Bosch, getting it up into that mid 140s at the batter.
Good that he's not been advised a lot. Normally when you're playing your first test match, there's so many things being told to you, but he's off to a great start, and so he's doing what he does best. Pace, bounce, and his attitude has been good as well.
15 overs gone. It's 41 for 2.
कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
हमदर्द जुशांदा का एक पैकेट बॉईल करें, दिन में 2 बार पिएं और खांसी और नेज़ल कंजेशन को जड़ से खत्म करें। नो केमिकल्स, नो साइड इफेक्ट्स। आप भी अपनी सेहत को नेचुरली ठीक रखें विद हमदर्द जुशांदा।
जैज़ के पास हर नीड का हल है। बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
You wonder where that one's come from, but in all honesty, what he did is he went around the wicket to the left-hander and he got his wrist position into the kind of position to be able to deliver a ball that shaped in and then swung away, or angled in and swung away. And now he's gone back over to the right-hander, and what he's tried to do with that last one is bowl an away swinger. You can see the wrist position strongly set for that away swing delivery, but obviously the radar not quite on track, just making a little bit of work for Kyle Verreynne, taking it the other side of first slip. Yeah, it was a brilliant wicket to get rid of Saim Ayub, but I think Babar Azam will be very disappointed. But there's no need to be pushing at this one outside the off stump. It was quite well away from his body. He could have just watched it go by. He's only been there for the 10 deliveries before this one. And I tell you what, that's a really good catch from Aiden Markram, because it was close to Tristan Stubbs. Sometimes it gets into your eye-line. Dane Patterson, I thought he would be the effective bowler for South Africa on the surface. He's not the tallest individual, he's skiddy, but I thought he would hit the right leg, and he's proved to do so. Babar Azam goes for 4. South Africa have their third, 41 on the ball.
का निशाना, पैदावार के साथ इनामात का खजाना, जीते बेशुमार इनामात और उम्रा टिकट के बम्पर प्राइजेस। बोतल पर दिए गए QR कोड स्कैन करें और कुरानदाजी में शामिल हो जाएं।
Enjoy unlimited free deliveries and order on and on and on with Panda Pro.
Babar Azam.
Yeah, he seemed to be in two minds. Babar Azam's wicket brings Saad Shakil out at 5. Pakistan have lost a 3 for 5. After a resolute first hour with the bat, South Africa have stormed back. Shakil, 16 matches, is averaging over 50, 750s and 400s, so huge responsibility on his shoulders, especially on the early dismissal of Babar Azam.
Very good at rotation of strikes, South Shakil. Not a big striker of the ball, but he's a determined fellow. Your typical test match batsman.
Hush around the ground, how things have changed so quickly. It's the kind of test match that moves along very quickly. Race away to the boundary for 4.
Yeah, they'll forgive Dane Patterson for this one. He's picked up 2 wickets. He's had a big impact. Once again, though, not adjusting to the left-hander, right-hander combination. And what a nice ball to get as your first ball on tour. Just clips it away, the side Shakil, and he's off the mark with the boundary. Much like Babar Azam, who got a nice friendly one to start him off.
Let's not dwell on what happened next.
He's got to be disappointed that it was a bit of a nothing shot by Babar. I mean, he's set such high standards for himself, and technically he's got such a nice bat swing. He gets his body and everything into a fantastic position, but just mentally on this occasion, it was well outside the off stump. No need to push it.
As I suggested earlier, it was more a one-day or a T20 kind of a shot where he tends to run the ball down through the slip cordon for a run. Got drawn into playing that one. A late reaction opened up as well, so it wasn't exactly a side-on movement from him. There you see that back leg pointing towards cover instead of point.
It was almost like he was still in one-day mode and then thought to himself, yes, run it down, no don't, and try to take his bat out the way. But the South Africans won't mind. Good take that from Aiden Markram.
Oh, hello. Hammered straight past the bowler, and it will find the boundary for 4.
When he walked in, you said he's just a genuine test player, just looks to nudge it around, won't play any big shot.
That was a nudge. That was a nudge.
Seriously?
It was a nudge. Tell us more, Rameez.
Yeah, you see, it wasn't really of the middle of the blade. But I think probably he's got a brief to go out there and be just a little bit more attacking.
Well, he's answered the call, certainly. 49 for 3, 1 ball to go in this 18th over. How's that cavalier? What a way to bring up the 50 for Pakistan. 53 for 3.
Rameez Raja.
Another nudge.
न्यू अल्फा ऐप से कहीं से भी बैंकिंग करें, क्योंकि बैंकिंग कहीं जाने का नहीं, अल्फा करने का नाम है. डाउनलोड द न्यू अल्फा ऐप.
Top 10 of the ICC Test rankings, the men's batting. And South Africa will hope that Bavuma can continue where he left off in that series against Sri Lanka. Really brilliant with the bat. Player of the series, Saad Shakil. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. At the start of the day's play, when South Africa win the toss and decide to bowl first, you would think South Africa would be thinking, if we can get them 60 for 3 at lunch, we've done our job. And then at the drinks break, they would have been hoping, well, let's just get the breakthrough. Pakistan would have been chuffed. They would have been thinking, if we can just get 70 for 1 at lunch break, we've kind of done our job. So it's still kind of in the balance. That South Africa will be very happy with that little short spurt, 5 runs, 3 wickets. Temple Bavuma will be feeling much happier about winning the toss and deciding to have a go with the ball first.
To that quickly. He doesn't get all of it. Just the intent that's being shown out there after those quick wickets.
Yeah, you've got to really make sure that you apply the batting mode here. What kind of an innings you want out of yourself? And I think Saud Shakil is quite happy putting the pressure back on the bowlers. 3 boundaries in his 14.
And he's striking at 280 strike rate.
Has he got a feather on that? They're convinced. Umpire isn't. I'm going to review this.
Yeah, there's a noise as it went past. Is it the bat that sometimes can just creak a little bit as you try and play that shot? South Africa convinced. So Shakil, he's not. Has Bosch got his second test victim?
For court, on-field decision is not out. Check both feet, fair delivery. You can go to front or replay. Yeah. Nice and slow. Ball is close to the glove. Would like to see the ultra edge. Yes. Okay. There is a spike as the ball passed the glove. I recommend you to change your decision. You need to change your decision to out. You're on the screen.
Alex Wolf has to overturn his decision. Corbin Bosch's dream test debut continues. He's got his second wicket. Pakistan now 4 down.
Yeah, very unlike kind of a knock from Saud Shakil. Normally takes a lot of time at the crease to build a test knock. Looked to be just a little bit rushed. 14 he got, and just a little too quick for his liking as well. Ultra edge confirming that it was off the glove. South Africans were absolutely dead on a review, and they got that in their favour. Saud Shakil's little knock comes to an end. Got 14. Pakistan struggling now. 56 for 4.
का निशाना, पैदावार के साथ इनामात का खजाना, जीते बेशुमार इनामात और उम्रा टिकट के बम्पर प्राइजेस। बोतल पर दिए गए QR कोड स्कैन करें और कुरानदाजी में शामिल हो जाएं।
हमदर्द जुशानदा का एक पैकेट बॉईल करें, दिन में 2 बार पिएं और खांसी और नेज़ी कंजेशन को जड़ से खत्म करें। नो केमिकल्स, नो साइड इफेक्ट्स। आप भी अपनी सेहत को नेचुरली ठीक रखें विद हमदर्द जुशानदा।
Enjoy unlimited free deliveries and order on and on and on with Panda Pro. Food Panda.
That's 2. Centre. 2. Right time over, 3 balls remaining.
The experienced Mohammad Rizwan comes out with his team in trouble. He's got a big job to do here. South Africa are rampant. 1050s, 300s. You'll need all that experience to come to the fore. 4 for 20 is what Pakistan have lost after a good start in that first hour. Here's Bosch.
He must be walking on air at the moment. He's got the crowd, they're clapping and chanting for him. He's already picked up 2 test victims in his first 3 overs. That was just the pace and the bounce that did for Saud Shakil. Got onto him quickly. You can see his bat is well behind with regards to where it was supposed to be at that moment of impact. And boy, oh boy, Corbin Bosch has hit the ground running here in this test arena. 2 quick wickets. And he must be wanting to pinch himself at this stage. The family's happy.
He spoke about how it would feel to come out here where his dad really made a name for himself out at Supersport Park. And what a moment to be able to come out here and make your test match debut.
Yeah, Tertius Bosch is his dad. He played in 1991, I think, or 92 it was, against the West Indies. The first test match that South Africa played after readmission. That's his mom on the left-hand side. Tertius, unfortunately, has passed away quite a while back. He got 3 test wickets, and Corbin's already got himself 2.
So through the gap, edgy for 4. A successful over for Corbin Bosch and South Africa, 60 for 4.
का निशाना, पैदावार के साथ इनामात का खजाना, जीते बेशुमार इनामात और उम्रा टिकट के बम्पर प्राइजेस। बोतल पर दिए गए QR कोड स्कैन करें और कुरानदाजी में शामिल हो जाएं।
इस मैजिकल ऑफर को जाने ना दें। अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
Enjoy unlimited free deliveries and order on and on and on with Panda Pro. Food Panda.
If that happens, there'll be a lot of trouble this afternoon, I would imagine. Salman Aliaga to come in next. We know he can bat, that's for sure. He certainly can bowl as well. A little bit of off spin. Just to look at the last ball, the last over. Just tried to pull out of that at the last minute, but got it away. Did Rizwan for a 4 to get off the mark. Solid shot through the covers, that one. Gurlam just slapped that for 4. That's a fine shot.
Yeah, it's definitely intent shown by Gurlam. He's not going to hang about. We saw how aggressive he was in the one-day series. A little bit of width. I tell you what, as a bowler, you'll be smiling with this, because flashing outside off on a wicket that's moving, you're bringing the slips into play. But on top of the bounce, well executed.
We saw him in the one-day series. He's a naturally aggressive player. I know that Ramiz was making a few comments about the way they like to play. Didn't pick up a single there. Certainly should have.
Yeah, easy one. Certainly bring out a little conversation between the two batsmen. Just that bubble seam, creating that nip off the wicket. It's so difficult to play. I will say Pakistan are doing a really good job for the first 15 overs, and the last 4 or 5 overs it's been all South Africa.
Yep, totally. And that last situation with